Seen so many hurtful and false rumors circulating about our parents, Kim Porter and Sean Combs' relationship, as well as about our mom's tragic passing, that we feel the need to speak out. Claims that our mom wrote a book are simply untrue. She did not. And anyone claiming to have a manuscript is misrepresenting.
Hold on tight, because things are about to get wild. Diddy's son has just entered the courtroom, and he's ready to air out all the family secrets. This isn't your typical celebrity drama. It's major revelations that will have you shocked. In case you've been living under a rock, Diddy is the music mogul who's been surrounded by controversy for a while. Yep, that Diddy. But now, it's his own son who's stirring up trouble. Rumor has it, this could completely shake up everything we thought we knew about Diddy's empire. What's so serious that his own son is taking him to court? You'll want to stay tuned for what's coming next. Are you ready for...
4 of his 7 children released a statement on Instagram saying they want to clear up false rumors about their mother. Meanwhile, a new accuser is coming forward. Senior investigative correspondent Aaron Katursky has the latest.
The children of Sean Diddy Combs are speaking out for the first time since their father's arrest last week. 4 of Combs' 7 children writing on Instagram, "We have seen so many hurtful and false rumors circulating about our parents, Kim Porter and Sean Combs' relationship, as well as about our mom's tragic passing, that we feel the need to speak out. Claims that our mom wrote a book are simply untrue. She did not. And anyone claiming to have a manuscript is misrepresenting themselves." A 60-page unverified book published earlier this month claimed to be the collection of diaries of Porter, who died at the age of 47 in 2018. The children, who don't mention their father's arrest in the statement, go on to write, "Our mother should be remembered for the beautiful, strong, kind, and loving woman she was. Her memory should not be tainted by horrific conspiracy theories." The message coming as another accuser goes public with allegations against Combs. Talia Graves claims in a civil lawsuit Combs and his bodyguard drugged, bound, and raped her in 2001 and filmed it.
It's a pain that reaches into your very core of who you are and leaving emotional scars that may never fully heal.
The 54-year-old Combs has pleaded not guilty to charges he led a criminal conspiracy that abused women.
And Aaron Katursky joins me now with more on this. Aaron, how significant is it to have a new accuser making claims like this on camera as Diddy's facing these criminal charges?
Well, look, she is detailing in an anguished appearance with her attorney, Gloria Allred, what she said happened to her in 2001 and the lasting impact that she said it had on her, and coming after Sean Combs' arrest on criminal charges perhaps lends some additional credibility, because he's already been charged in a racketeering conspiracy that sought out women for abuse.
She's also filed a civil suit. Could that affect the criminal case at all?
The civil suit is at least the 12th filed against Sean Diddy Combs, and the first one from last November by Cassie Ventura is really what touched off the criminal case that led to Diddy's arrest and subsequent not guilty plea on the 3 criminal counts. Without the civil suit, there are probably not criminal charges against Sean Combs, but all the civil cases are now likely to be paused while the criminal case takes priority.
Now, some of Combs' children issued this statement on Instagram, speaking out in defense of their mother, but they didn't really mention their father. What do you make of that?
It was an interesting statement coming a little more than a week after Combs' arrest here in New York. And the children seemed quite protective of Kim Porter's legacy, because there's this 60-page unverified manuscript online that claims to be Kim Porter's diary entries or a compilation of some of her thoughts. And the children said that it just isn't true. And they didn't want her and her memory commingled with him and the criminal case that he's now facing.
And what's next in that case now?
He's back in court in early October. For now, he is being housed in protective custody at a federal jail in Brooklyn. He's in a dormitory-style open housing cell with Sam Bankman-Fried, among others.
Secrets. What if I told you that everything you thought you knew about hip-hop's royal family was just a carefully crafted image for the public? We're talking about Justin Combs, Diddy's oldest son, the one who used to play football at UCLA. Now he's trading in his football gear for a courtroom drama that's bound to get everyone talking. Justin and Diddy were once as close as a father and son could be, but something's gone wrong. Now, Justin's ready to spill the tea, and it's not going to be pretty. The word on the street is this is all about money, power, and the kind of family secrets most people would love to stay hidden. Remember all those rumors about Diddy's personal life? His relationships, business dealings, and how he treats his kids? Well, Justin's about to set the record straight. And trust me, it's not what you think. Justin's already hinted at how Diddy wasn't always there for him growing up, and how their life wasn't filled with private jets and champagne like we all imagined. That's just the beginning. What's coming next will blow your mind. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why would Justin do this to his own dad? Well, that's the million-dollar question. Some say it's about inheritance. Others think Justin's trying to make...
I heard about it. I even watched the whole interview that they had. Derek Lee claims that in 1997, Diddy raped him. I know. He raped a grown ass man. Yeah, he was a bartender. He said, and I don't want people to think that I think that's funny, but the shit is funny. He said it's sad. He said that he was invited to a party and it was girls there, it was guys there. Things got freaky. You understand? He's a bartender. He said that he was drinking Jim Beam and Diddy brought him a drink over. And then Diddy told him, I put a little something extra in there. And he said, yeah, I'm sorry, man. He said he woke up butt naked with his thong gone. No, he didn't say that, bro. But he said he woke up and Diddy told him he had him. He said he went, he filed a report, but they threw it up under the cops swept it up under the rug and everything like that. So, he was suing Diddy and everything like that. So he said that, Diddy came to the, jail and said that, hey, I'll give you $2.3 million or something like that, or 23. I don't know if it's 2.3 or $23 million to make this go away. We'll leave this alone the whole 9 yards. Just like I just said, he's trying to pay people off to make things go away, for them to drop their suits and everything like that. You know what I mean? And if he does that, they civil suit. Drop them, make them go away. What would it take? So this particular dude said that Diddy was trying to sell properties and sell things and stop him from getting his money, and I didn't understand that. But the judge found some validity in what he was saying and said, yo, I'm gonna give you a 90-day restraining order against him from selling anything until you get all your paperwork in correct, because Diddy was served in the whole 9 yards. And as it was said that Diddy and his representative did come to the jail. So if the guy didn't have no lawsuit, if the guy wasn't, if his stuff wasn't truthful, why would they entertain it? The judge entertained it, Diddy lawyers them entertain it, and Diddy entertained it. So it may be some truth to it. But this dude is raping grown men. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we can laugh at it, but, it sounds like it's true. I'm looking at it right now, and Diddy, he did go to prison, and he offered the inmate $2.3 million to settle the case, so.
That's what the paperwork said. And the judge must have thought he had some validity into what he was saying. What the judge do? He granted him the restraint from Diddy selling the properties until the dude get his paperwork and everything in.
You heard about Diddy law firm breaking ties with him and Miami Beach taking his day away?
Well, all the things that happened to Diddy and he losing friends, companies, city names, city girls. I think he should become an altar boy for TD Jakes and give his and let TD Jakes, put some hands on him and probably save himself and save his soul. I think that's what he should do. I think that he should really consider getting into the church. Yo, listen here, man. Do like Russell Simmons. I don't think they have a charge like that over in Bali.
Side of Diddy's shadow. Whatever the reason, one thing's for sure. The love is definitely gone. Here's where things get even more interesting. Justin isn't just coming after Diddy. He's bringing the heat for the entire family. He's opening up about his relationship with his mom, Misa Hilton, and there's gotta be some sibling rivalry in the mix too. But it's not just personal drama. Justin's also dropping hints about some major business secrets, like how Diddy really runs his empire. We're talking about everything from record labels to clothing lines to those big-name brands. What if it's not as perfect as we've been led to believe? But wait, it gets even better. Justin's lawyers say they've got proof, documents, text messages, and maybe even some juicy voicemails. The kind of evidence that could change everything we thought we knew about Diddy. And here's the twist. Some of Justin's siblings might even be ready to back him up. Can you imagine a full-on family rebellion against hip-hop royalty? It sounds like a TV drama, but it's playing out right in front of us. Of course, Diddy's team is out.
Hey, Fred, so in this audio that CNN has listened to, you can specifically hear the accuser who alleges that she was being forced to take this tequila shot that she believed was laced with drugs. And in the audio, you can hear her asking Christian Combs if she was being drugged, and he answers, "Take the shot." Now, just to put things into perspective, the accuser was a crew member on the yacht. She was a bartender, and she says that shortly after this incident with the shot, she says she was cornered in a room. She says things became aggressive and physical, and then says that Christian Combs forced himself on her, and then says that it wasn't until another employee on the yacht came into this room that the abuse that she is alleging in this 31-page lawsuit stopped. And she says it only stopped because that person came into the room. Now, I want to read part of what the accuser's attorney is saying right now. What he's saying is, defendant Sean Combs turned what was sold as a wholesome family excursion into a hedonistic environment. It resulted in an unexpected increase in workload for her and for her colleagues, as well as unwanted exposure to unlawful drug use, sex work, and general chaos. Now, why are they naming Diddy in all of this? And it is partially because he was leasing that yacht. Now, he is not accused of sexual assault, but he is accused in this lawsuit of liability and aiding and abetting because he was the one renting the yacht. Now, his attorney, or actually the attorney for both men, also speaking out and denying these allegations, saying this complaint is filled with manufactured lies and irrelevant facts. We will be filing a motion to dismiss this outrageous claim. Again, they have continued to say that this is something that they will fight, that they are innocent in all of this. So we'll have to wait and see how this plays out in court, if it gets to court or if it gets settled at some point, which has been the case with a previous lawsuit. But again, we'll have to wait and see what happens as Diddy and his son continue to say they're innocent, and the victims here continue to say that they were sexually assaulted. Fred.
And so while music mogul Combs isn't accused of sexual assault in the lawsuit, he has been accused of a range of sexual misconduct in other separate lawsuits. How might that play into this?
Yeah, as I mentioned, one of the lawsuits was settled, but there are others that are currently pending, right? And so there's a lot of the details that we've learned, and attorneys say that there's audio and video of these alleged crimes, or at least some of the alleged crimes. You're seeing some of those cases there. The one with Cassie was the one that was settled, but there are other ones that we'll still have to wait and see how they play out. And of course, we all saw just last month as Diddy's homes in both Miami and Los Angeles were the target of a federal investigation. And we saw that all play out on video last month. But again, it's important to point out that Diddy continues to say that he is innocent. They said this was a gross overuse of military level force, and they say that he is innocent and will continue to fight to defend him.
Is trying to shut it all down, claiming Justin is just looking for attention. But if that's the case, why are they working so hard to keep it quiet? What are they so afraid of? It's hard to keep things quiet when you're in a courtroom. Picture this: Diddy's son, Justin, spilling all the family secrets right in front of a judge. What could be so huge that a son would turn on his own father? The courtroom is buzzing like crazy, with reporters sneaking in, fans lining the streets, and security tighter than Diddy's pants in the 90s. It's chaos, except instead of clowns, we've got lawyers in sharp suits. Justin's sitting there, all serious, not playing around. The judge, probably thinking, what did I do to deserve this celebrity drama, is all business. Meanwhile, Diddy's trying to keep it cool, but you can tell he's sweating bullets under that designer suit. Now, here's the real tea. Justin's dropping bombshells left and right, saying Diddy's empire isn't as perfect as it seems.
And knocking a one.
One of my friends who was actually in the studio with him said that Homeland Security brought him in, and this dude is he's a fraternity brother of mine, but he's also a producer, an engineer. And he was in the studio the night one of the girls made a complaint, the night something happened to one of the girls. And he told the lawyer everything that the girl told him, which was crazy. And Homeland Security brought him in. So he told them they wouldn't let him know what they were doing, but it seemed like that something might happen before Labor Day.
Wow, before Labor Day?
Yeah. They working hard on this, bruh. They working hard. You got to realize they working with a lot of stuff. They working with the taxes. They got lawyers for the taxes. They got lawyers for the complaints for the, what you call that? SA sexual assault complaints. They got lawyers for, what else? The drugs, the gun trafficking. They got different lawyers working on all those things, bro. And they got witnesses.
If you don't mind me asking, what was the girl saying to the lawyers?
Oh, the girl has said that that same shit that happened to little Chris, he gave him a bottle of champagne or wine or whatever like that. And once she drank it, she became a certain way and found herself giving him a fellatio in the studio in front of people. The dude said he walked out because he was appalled. He had just had a daughter. So he walked out. So he was appalled. That's what he told me. So I'm like, damn, team. He said, yeah. So the same thing that she told her lawyer, he told the lawyer and Homeland Security. And he was actually there, graduate, a college graduate. You understand? Working, good dude, perfect witness. He told, the engineer told Homeland Security and her lawyer the same exact thing she told them. He said he was appalled at what he saw and walked out. So they got witnesses. They got witnesses, bro. They have a lot, people want to make up stuff, but they got people who was there that was witness and speaking about it. See, people get mad because I'm saying it first. They hearing it from me. But I could care less how somebody else feel or think. I'm not here to praise Diddy. No, I'm not. Like Brutus told the sentence, I'm here to bury him. He did enough wrong for people around us, to people around us. He did enough wrong to their mother. He did enough wrong to them. he need to pay the piper. I don't care what nobody say. You can feel whatever you want to feel. You can call Gene Deal whatever you want to call Gene Deal. You can say whatever you want to say. But I came here November the 18th, 2018, and I told y'all from Jump Street, I didn't know I was going to get a platform like Art of Dialogue. I didn't know I was going to get a platform like MREC, different people who helped me build this up. Did I have my own show? Everybody want to come here and think that I just talk about Diddy. You come to the Gene Deal show, you see a different thing. I talk about everything. But when I'm come to do an interview, I answer the questions. And my thing of it right here is this, is that I'm not here to praise somebody. A real man don't hold or bite his tongue for nobody when injustice has been done to people, first of all, that he got love for. And second of all, for when somebody know that somebody is wrong. I've been saying the same shit since 97, Mighty. I was the one in there holding Big's mom's hand while she crying. These people come over here, I initiated a lot of this stuff for these YouTubers to go to their platforms and talk about stuff, because they sit around and talk about stuff that I didn't say it, that they didn't heard on the Art of Dialogue. You didn't birthed a lot of these fucking content creators.
Yeah, I mean, you're right about that. I mean, a lot of platforms, did start talking about it after, we've been talking about it for years. So, yeah, you're right about that.
And they were scared at first, Mighty. They were scared to say anything.
But my thing is this, right? With all the money and fame that Diddy has, why is he out here drugging females to get fellatio? You would think, him being who he is, he don't got to do that.
Bruh, he's a different dude from when I was around them and people was like Suge even said that Puff is different now. You understand? When he went to California, man, that's a whole nother stuff, man. Dudes in New York wouldn't even, he probably was doing a little of that stuff right there in New York around people and things like that, but he knew who to do that around. You understand what I'm saying? He knew who to do shit like that around. And when you don't have no conversation, he said it before, he don't know how to talk to women. He don't have no conversation for Jennifer Lopez. I seen him. I was there when they had conversations. She would say some fly shit to him. You know what the perfect day would be with me and you just sitting out here, eating, just sitting out here, having a light lunch, drinking some wine, and just talking and talking and talking. She would say stuff like that to him. You know what I'm saying? And this nigga be looking like he's stuck on stupid. So I've seen him have conversations. He would say to Wolf and them, yo, man, I don't know how to talk to girls. But when you got that kind of money, you shouldn't have to know how to talk to girls. Or read a book and learn how to talk to them.
Remember all those fancy parties and music videos? Justin's calling it all smoke and mirrors. He's also revealing some shady business deals, talking about questionable contracts, money moving in mysterious ways, and maybe even some things that could land people in serious trouble. But it's not just about the money, honey. Justin is also talking about family issues. He's saying Diddy wasn't exactly the father of the year, missed birthdays, broken promises, all the painful stuff. You can see people in the courtroom looking at Diddy differently, like he's got a lot to answer for. And just when you think it couldn't get crazier, Justin's bringing up Diddy's love life. You know how he's always been linked to beautiful women? Well, Justin's hinting that there could be some kids out there who don't even know their dad is a rap mogul. Can you imagine? Diddy's lawyers are working overtime to shut this down, objecting so much it's like they've got a new dance move. But the judge isn't having it. She's letting Justin speak, and trust he's got plenty to say. Meanwhile, Diddy's sitting there looking like he's about to lose it. His PR team is probably freaking out outside, trying to figure out how to spin this whole mess. But here's the thing. Some of what Justin's saying matches up with rumors that have been floating around for years. It's like all those whispers are finally coming to the surface.
When Diddy told the people that was in the I guess at the studio that time, that said that it was a drive-by, this is what the little girl, not little girl, I'm sorry about that. Her name is Tiffany Red. Just what she was speaking about on her thing, bruh. She was saying, like, in order to get in that studio, you got to be buzzed in about 3 or 4. You got to get buzzed in 2 or 3 times. There's no blood coming from the outside to the inside. He got pictures. I saw the pictures. He got pictures of all the blood and everything in the bathroom. He took pictures, bruh. Now, Diddy is messing with an investigation of a shooting. If he told people to lie and tell the cops that it was a drive-by, and then he had people that he had hired, that people that he knew that was cops and there's friends of his that came in, that talked to the people, that's instruction. No, was it instruction? He's instructing of justice when he's trying to interfere with investigation. He could be charged with that because nobody was ever found in the shooting. So that case can still be open because that kid was shot. Obstruction of justice, that's what it is. He obstructed justice because whoever shot that kid in the bathroom, well, it was Justin or Diddy. One of them did it because 3 of them went in the bathroom together. G, Justin, and Diddy. One got shot. Unless the kid gonna say he shot himself. But Diddy still obstructed justice because he had everybody, he told the people in the studio, he told all the people, and he lied and paid everybody off to lie. He probably paid the guy off who got shot and said, yo, man, listen here, take this money and say that it was a drive-by. So if the DA wanted to get him on something, that's enough right there. That's a criminal act. That's an open case. But the police know it's a lie anyway. You know why?
Watch that.
Any of those studios, anybody that have insurance on a facility have to have surveillance cameras a certain amount of feet away from your facility. So if it was a drive-by, they would have to go to the videotape and the surrounding videotape. So they knew that was a lie. But because he had the money and he had the cops on his payroll, nobody did nothing about it.
It's like all those whispers are finally coming to the surface, and it's not pretty. The craziest part? This is just the beginning. Justin's lawyers say they've got more evidence, emails, texts, maybe even some spicy videos. If this keeps going, Diddy might wish he could go back to worrying about his old scandals. People in the music industry are watching this like it's the season finale of their favorite show. Other rappers are probably checking their own closets for skeletons, and Diddy's business partners are sweating bullets right now. You thought the courtroom drama was intense? That was just the appetizer. The real show is about to start, and it's going to change everything. While Justin was spilling the tea in court, the world was watching, and trust me, they're not staying quiet. The streets are buzzing louder than a beehive on overdrive. Everyone's got something to say, from the corner barber to the biggest names in hip-hop. Some people are sticking by Diddy, calling Justin a spoiled brat just looking for attention. But others are nodding along with Justin, like they always knew the truth. And it's not just regular folks picking sides. Celebrities are jumping in too, like it's a pool party.
Way.
I even got a picture from that weekend where I'm on the baseball field walking and Puffin them was like in front of me right there. I got that picture still. It was a Polaroid. I still got that picture. So you know how people are going to make up stuff? They're going to cut, paste, post, and all this other stuff for views and then try to make it seem like it's something when it's not.
Yeah, they trying to make it seem like it's something that's not. But how you feel about Diddy lawyer? He trying to get him transferred to a jail in New Jersey to get better access to him?
It's not up to Diddy lawyer. It's up to the prison system. The judge even told him, the judge cannot tell the Department of Corrections, the prison department, how to run a prison. Now, he was supposed to get him in some kind of medical facility because of, he think that his life is in danger. Yeah, every prisoner life is in danger. So they trying to get some special treatment for him. But that's up to the prison system based on his evaluation from his psych evaluation. And they looking at the fact that Epstein, who may have some dealings with Diddy, he died in that place. So they may have a good case, but it's still up to the prison system to decide where he go. The lawyer, and they don't care how much money you got, but it's based on the lawyer. So that's why if you ever you seen online recently, people coming out, they getting ex-COs or wardens or detectives to speak out and say how dangerous Brooklyn MDC is. That's their lawyers them paying people to come out and talk about that, so to try to help persuade the courts, which is the part of the prison system, to see what they're going to do. Would they do anything to say, yo, listen here, man, this guy's life might be danger over here because people think that he has something to do with Pop. People think he has something to do with Biggie, and they right here in Brooklyn. You understand? It's right here in Brooklyn, and some of the people are still mad that he made making of the band walk to Brooklyn from, to get the cheesecake, and just around the corner from the Cheesecake Factory. So, Juniors. So it might be some dumb So y'all need to get him out of here and ship him to Jersey because somebody gonna kill him over here. Those are good arguments, if you want to call it, but it's bullshit. He gonna get the same treatment no matter how much money he got from the correction officer. Because if they don't and they get caught giving him preferential treatment, they're gonna lose their job.
So you feel like Pac fans will try to do something to him?
Pac and Biggie fans. He can have issues with both of them because a lot of people think, because of the statement that Keith D made, that he did something to Pac. A lot of people know or think that because of Biggie leaving, they finding out that Biggie was leaving Bad Boy, that he may have had something to do with Biggie. People feel that way. You hear it all the time. You see it all the time on the chats and all that stuff.
Have you heard the reports about Diddy being worried about his kids?
Bro, he get a phone call just like everybody else. And now they got all kinds of things where they got guys got iPads, guys got telephones, iPads, and all that in prison. So his kids are well taken care of. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't worrying about those kids before he got locked up. Not like that. Maybe with the baby, but the other girls, they seem like they fine. Quincy seemed like he's doing a good job in making sure that those girls are being taken care of. And the rest of everybody else is grown. Or they young adults. So that's just a ploy, bruh. All that's a ploy to, try to change his circumstances in this situation. But they won't change. His circumstances and situation as far as the correctional facility and where he's being housed at is not going to change until the courts tell him to change it. So all these things that the lawyers is putting up, all these things that the lawyers is saying, it ain't going to do him no good, bro. It's not going to do him no good until the courts and his lawyers come in with some good briefs and say, yo, listen here, our client should be released because he did this. If it's 3 months from now and Diddy has to go to, he's been in jail and then he has to go for another bail hearing, you better hope that he's been in a drug program while he was in jail. He clean. You understand what I'm saying? He did something to show the judge that he's different from the first day he walked in. And if he don't do that, he won't get bail anyway. And then this bailing ain't just about him being clean and everything. This bail is about the fact that they think that he's gonna harass witnesses and people to mess up their case.
Who used to be close with Diddy are suddenly keeping quiet, and some are even hinting they've got their own stories to tell. It's like watching dominoes fall, and Diddy's in the middle of it all. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Diddy's empire might be shaking more than a leaf in a storm. All those business deals Justin was talking about? People are starting to ask some serious questions, and these questions could have huge consequences. Think about it. Diddy has his hands in everything from music to vodka. But what if some of those deals aren't as clean as we thought? We're talking about partnerships falling apart, contracts being torn up, and maybe even some legal battles. The plot is thickening, and it's far from over. And don't forget about the family drama. This isn't just about Justin anymore. His siblings are now in the spotlight too. People are wondering if they'll back up their brother or stay loyal to Diddy. It's like a real-life soap opera, and we're all waiting to see who makes the next move. But hold up, this story isn't just about the Combs family anymore. It's got people looking at all those picture-perfect celebrity families we see on Instagram, the ones with matching outfits and big smiles. Now, everyone's wondering what secrets they're hiding behind those filters. It's like Justin pulled back the curtain, and now we can't unsee what's behind it. People are starting to question if Diddy's family life was all smoke and mirrors. And if it was, what about other celeb families? Now, every happy family photo is raising eyebrows. You might be thinking, asterisk, what's next? How much worse can it get? Asterisk, well, buckle up, because this ride isn't over.
So, it's a learned behavior, bruh. Some of that stuff may be in him through his childhood. Through his childhood, he may have some of that things in him, but a lot of things that he was doing was a learned behavior, bruh. You just don't just turn it in a matter of years the way he was doing people, man. You understand? Check this out, bruh. He led Biggs to his death. He caused a rift between Wolf and BMF that led to Wolf death. Cussed Wolf mother out. Lied about owing him $300,000. Cause you had asked me how I feel, and I'm gonna get into how I feel. Took a good friend of ours who raised money when he had the City College tragedy. A good friend of ours did things to make him popular in Harlem. Let him hang with us, be part of our crew the whole 9 yards. Disrespected him and wouldn't help him. This is how I feel about him being locked up and going to jail. Some people, their karma is so strong for what they do and what they did. The stuff that he did to Craig Mack. You understand what I'm saying? The stuff that he did to Black Rob and all those people in the spiritual world right now. His karma was about to catch up and was bound to catch up with him. You understand what I'm saying? His karma was bound to catch up with him, brother. So all these things that's going on right now, the learned behavior, what he got from these people who was not living spiritually correct with their behaviors and the things that they've done, he go and transfer and do that to people with the fact of all these people that he's hurt, that always helped him and been on his side and been there for him. What's happening to him now is one of the greatest tragedies that we're going to ever read about, bro. This is going to be one of the greatest tragedies that Shakespeare couldn't write in Richard. He couldn't write it in Macbeth. He couldn't write this shit in Romeo and Juliet. This is going to be one of the greatest tragedies of hip-hop, along with Pac's death, along with Big's death. And he brought it on himself because he knew that he was wrong, and he knew that he learned something that wasn't right. He no different from right and wrong, bro. You have a way to change. You know when something is right and when something is wrong, and you know if you're wrong, you get help. He didn't choose none of that, bro. He chose to be who he is, and now he gonna learn. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
There are whispers that Justin's got more to say, and it's not just him. Some are saying other people in Diddy's inner circle might be ready to talk too. Imagine if everyone who's ever felt wronged by Diddy suddenly decided to speak up. Former business partners, ex-flames, maybe even artists who feel like they got a raw deal. It could be like opening Pandora's box, and who knows what kind of mess might come pouring out. And we can't forget the legal side of things. This isn't just about airing dirty laundry. If even half of what Justin's saying is true, we could be looking at serious investigations, ones that could bring down big empires and turn rich folks into regular Joes real quick. So,